Hello everyone, welcome back to the another episode of Thoughtful of Education, an initiative, the Thoughts on Education by College Dunia. Thoughts on Education initiative is to enrich the user's experience at collegedunia.com and try to bridge a long due gap between the vision of the management and the students. So today we are having with us Dr. Amarja Nargunde ma'am. She is Associate Professor of Department of Management Studies in IMRDA from Sangli. Welcome to the interview, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Before moving ahead towards the interview, ma'am, can you just give a brief introduction of yourself?
Sure, sir. This is Dr. Amarja Nargunde. I work as Associate Professor in the Department of Management Studies. My qualification, I have done my MCom, MBA, Master of Journalism, LLB and PhD. I have 17 years of teaching experience. I have written 6 books and 27 research papers. And for the past 17 years, I'm working with this institute organization. I was selected by Rotary International for group study exchange program to America, where I visited the state of Kansas and was fortunate to visit many universities. Some of things which I was fortunate to apply in my institute here also. My PhD article has featured in Times of India 2013 article also. So I do my best to give my best to the institute and the students.
Great, ma'am. Great. So can we just start the interview? Okay. So, ma'am, my first question to you is that what are the factors that makes the program the best of the students to opt?
The programs that we offer at IMRDA are 4 programs: BBA, BCA, MBA and MCA. All the 4 programs are choice-based, credit system-based, and we follow a holistic approach that we try to see we develop a student not only for the job market but also a responsible can contribute to the development of the nation. So apart from choice-based credit system, we also offer along with that we have inculcated a lot of MOOCs, that online learning the student can take on their own, which will benefit them in having flexibility. Apart from curriculum, they can have their own learning, and which would be suitable, very useful for job market also.
Great, ma'am. Great. So, ma'am, next question is that what will you say the best practices in the course you are offering?
The first and foremost, something we keep in mind that we need to make our students ready for the market. So a lot of practical approach is there when we get student into learning. We have a lot of field projects. We have summer internship. We offer limited duration internship for which we have tie up with various in the area. We also have choice-based credit system. From this year on, we have applied national new education policy in our curriculum. We have signed a lot of MOUs with companies who can give training and also internship to our students, for which they get benefit during their education here at our institute. They undergo a lot of faculty development programs, workshops. That knowledge they can pass it on to students. Our biggest challenge in a way is that we cater to students from rural area, for which we work a lot on the skill requirements of the students. So our learning is basically somehow catering to students of rural students, and we have adapted a lot accordingly.
Great, ma'am. Great. So, next question: how does the program ensure that students are being prepared for the?
We have regular updation to our syllabus. What problem normally happens that a student keep learning the same thing over the years. The syllabus doesn't change. For us, that's not the case. Regular review is taken of the subjects. Some of the topics which have become outdated, they are given up, and some new content is added to the syllabus. So that's a regular review of the syllabus, lot of workshops, it's student development programs, industry experts, talk with students over through seminars, webinars. We also invite our alumni for talking with students, what was their experience, how did they succeed in career. So we organize such student development activities here at the institute.
Great. So, ma'am, next question. How does you train yourself, your faculty, to deliver this program to the students?
For faculty, the thrust of the university is that the faculty should be continuously engaged in research and development and whatever updations are there in the field. So we try to pass it on to students. For that, we undergo a lot of workshop. It is mandatory for us. There are a lot of faculty development programs are being offered by our constituent units. We attend those sessions. There are also a lot of FDVs offered by some other universities. So we attend that also. So the thrust area of the university is that the faculty, in order to pass the updated knowledge, they themselves need to be updated. So we try to see that whatever is happening in the industry, we are in touch with that. We attend a lot of sessions for that, a lot of activities for that. So in that way, the faculty keep himself or herself busy with the updations.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, second last question. What are the benefits and the career options after pursuing this course, ma'am?
That's a good question. Students have ample of options after completing their courses here. The first one, obviously, the private sector, for which we are preparing students. So in private sector, students can go for Indian organizations in India or can go abroad also. We have alumni, very strong alumni base. Almost more than 200-300 students are working abroad. So if someone wants to expand the wings and go abroad, that's also an option. So private sector is the public sector, government organization. Many of our students are working in government organizations also. They can opt for different government exams and get selected. And the last one, obviously, someone the institute looks up to is students starting their own unit rather than looking up to someone to give jobs. They are the one who are giving jobs. So they can start their own units. Many of our students are having their business units. We have featured, in fact, a series of such successful alumni on our social media accounts. So a lot of options are there to students after completing the courses.
Great, ma'am. Last question, ma'am. Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
My first suggestion obviously would be, rather than having degrees on paper, what would matter in today's times is that what is there behind your or between your 2 ears, that is in your brain. If you are able to apply that knowledge or have any one particular skill, that would give you a lot of mile in the industry. So rather than just having bookish knowledge, theoretical knowledge, try to acquire one skill for which you definitely can go and demand a job in the industry. So rather than just sticking, so go out, practice in, participate in different events, projects. That has to be on your resume. Just merely a mark sheet will not make you get job in the market. Have a practical approach and have full resume with a lot of participation, a lot of winning different events. That would take you ahead of your competitor in the job market.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. This was a very insightful session with you. So everyone, this was Dr. Amarja Nargunde, Associate Professor of Department of Management from IMRDA Sangli. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much to have us here on the platform.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you for calling. Thank you.